Hello everyone, and welcome to the Mancini the Amazing channel. On this day, we are experiencing a momentous occasion. This is, in fact, something, help, I don't know what I'm saying. This is week 2. This isn't a specific momentous occasion, this is just the first game I've played since I won VBL, which, for those of you watching on, was 3 weeks ago. But, you know, that's just a consequence of scheduling and everything. What will likely happen with this series is when the next VBL season starts, I will do like a post watch of a bunch of all the remaining games that I've played so far this season, and put that as the final video before I start the next VBL. So that's what the expectation should be. That said, I'm playing against one of the VBL greats, someone who I almost played in finals. They had a very close set, which was pretty full-on against Camo, who I did wind up playing in VBL finals. So I almost had to play this per coach 2 games in the same week. So I'm pretty happy that didn't happen. Let's take a look at the matchup. This is against Sly and I presume still a Waterloo Wattrels. That's... I need to fix a problem very quickly. That is working, but then this isn't. No, now it is. Okay. I don't know exactly what the cause of that problem was, but here we go, it's fixed. Yeah, crazy team, as sort of befits the specific format. This isn't... I just realized I was showing you the previous team against Camo. That wasn't the right team. Yeah. Sorry. I was trying to get stuff set up for my week 1 video for this league before I realized how late it got. So yes, crazy team on their end. Rapid Shifu, Kartana, Mega Gengar, Thundai, Roaring Mid, Victini, the Yama, Enamorous there is a big fairy, Seismitoad, the Talonflame, and then they had their mascot starter pick of Ferret, which is, you know, follow me option. So incredibly strong physical presence, solid special presence as well, definitely not to the same extent. You know, Victini's only got 100 special attack. Mega Gengar has its own sort of positioning issues, even in a matchup like this, and Thundurus just kind of sucks in terms of offense, but, you know, if it is allowed to make enough turns, then it, you know, can beat the fraud watch allegations, right? And Enamorous is okay, but still somewhat challenging to position. Mostly the physical offense is very intimidating. So that's why we will now take a look at the actual team that I actually built for this game, which, as you can tell, is a good matchup because I brought Mega Pidgeot something. So Trick Room, Diamond Storm, Mystical Fire. They only have one fire weakness, which is Kartana, but it's pretty important to be able to deal with Kartana. But also it covers like random Terra Steel on Enamorous, is what I was trying to say. Doesn't really hit Seismitoad amazingly, and Seismitoad might come because I have Dracovish, and Seismitoad is immune to water-type moves, but, you know, we're just going to ignore that for right now. It's got Mental Herb to help me be able to set Trick Room, and I have pretty decent options in Trick Room because of how fast their team is, and I also have okay options in Fast Mode. It's just more difficult for me to get to Fast Mode than it is for them with their Talonflame. Speaking of getting to Fast Mode, here's my Tailwind Mono Hurricane Pidgeot. They have one flying resist, it is Thundurus. This mon doesn't really have a good normal type special attack outside of a Hyper Beam, so I've got Quick Attack there as my other option, which is good because it can enable... Sorry. It's good because it can pick off Pokemon after a Focus Sash and break Sashes. Theoretically, depending on how the Talonflame is built, a Quick Attack there can... Like, if it's not max speed, or it's not faster than Pidgeot, then a Quick Attack plus an attack from Chien-Pao can enable me to prevent their Tailwind. Or from a Scarfa. Not that I think that I brought one. This is probably not the right investment. I don't remember exactly what was the thought process behind this investment on Dracovish. But yeah, Strong Jaw, Vicious Rent, incredibly strong here. Water Absorb is not Storm Drain. This is enabling me to push through. Like, I've got Psychic Fangs there for... one Pokemon, realistically. Psychic Fangs for Urshifu and Ice Fang for Roaring Moon, both of them boosted by Strong Jaw. This Pokemon can just do crazy damage, and it can be enabled by Trick Room to do a lot of damage as well, which is cool. Then here we have a sort of mid-rangey mon that fits in both the slow mode and the fast mode. Expanding Force, Energy Ball, Trick Room, Protect, and DD. Doesn't have a great way to deal with Roaring Moon, but hopefully that's what my other Pokemon are able to do. Then I have another Pokemon who wound up being pretty shaped by its matchup with Roaring Moon, and in fact, Expanding Force, Tachyon Cutter, Terra Blast, Protect, Brain, yeah, Expanding Force, Tachyon Cutter, Terra Blast, Protect, Terra Blast Dark to be able to hit Victini. And then that's the Princess there, and then we have the Jarl. This version is just Sash, Throat Chop, Ice Shot, Psychic Fangs for a Shifu, and Dark is okay? Is it okay? Why do I have so much? They got a lot of Dark resists. Psychic Fangs is also for Hariyama, that's true. Yeah, Ice hits the two of the Dark resists super effectively, and Psychic hits the other two super effectively. Don't exactly know why I went for Terra Stella, but it was a decision that I made, I can tell you that much. I guess it's focus Sash, so it just gives me boosts on everything. Oh, right, I have to be Throat Chop because they have the Gengar, right? I have to be able to threaten Gengar. I've told my opponent to challenge me when they are ready. I don't really have like an amazing answer to Shifu. Like Scarfer Shifu. Like I guess it's just setting Trick Room. I wonder if maybe I could have had a better answer because Scarfer Shifu in build. Yeah. I don't know, this is a very difficult matchup. I am not expecting to win coming in. I'm playing against a player who's very good with a team that I think is a lot more coherent than mine and that has a few tools that allow it to match up really well into mine. I think my team is really struggling in this matchup. Frankly, to some extent, based on just how strong Roaring Moon or Shifu and such are. Okay. Oh, there's the Roaring Moon or Shifu and such. Only one water resist? No, 2 water resists. That's a Katana. Oh, sorry, that's the wrong team. Wait, how did that happen? Oh my gosh, I'm an idiot. I had it... Sorry. I had this set as Natdex draft instead of Natdex 6v6 doubles draft. Sorry. Spoilers for Weekly Heat. Have this in Natdex draft instead of Natdex 6v6. Okay, here we go. Yep. Nothing is really... Is this literally their top 6? No, it isn't. It is their top 6 without Mega Gengar. Okay. Talonflame instead of Mega Gengar. So Blitiansi. What are their Terras? Terra Poison? Okay, that's really funny. I didn't bring any fairy moves. Terra Dark on a Shifu. I think it's Rapid though, so that's just for Expanding Force. Terra Water on Victini, Terra Flying on Talonflame, Terra Steel, that's the Terra Steel, and then Terra Dragon. Interesting. I'm gonna go Diancie. What if I did this? The Iron Crown, but like it's actually Trick Room? Spam into Trick Room. Maybe this makes sense. I don't know. This is a very difficult matchup. They haven't clicked anything yet. Oh, yeah, that's right. Iron Crown with a speed booster is faster than a Shifu with a Scuff. I forgot about that. That was part of my prep. I prepped for this game a while ago. We're playing on my Sunday. Generally, I try to prefer to play games earlier in the week where I can. But you know, this does happen from time to time. I'm like really tempted while I'm waiting to continue working on my thumbnail, but obviously it's probably disrespectful while I'm recording a video. But I'm working on my thumbnail for the week 1 right now. But like, my game My finals game for VBL comes out after this is being recorded, and then I have my draft breakdown and my week 1. So, this game is a while in the past, which, you know, is not necessarily my preference. So this makes me want to click Terra Grass, Trick Room, and Protect. They might be able to get Indeedee anyways with a double up. So why am I protecting Iron Crown here? I could protect Indeedee and then just like Terra Blast the Katana and it'll die. And it's unlikely the Roaring Moon will do anything that KOs my my princess, the Iron Crown, on turn 1. So that's probably not a bad idea. I had an apple, which I didn't finish before recording this video, but it's like way too loud for me to eat while recording, which is heartbreaking. Yeah, I think they're deciding which mine is going to, it makes the most sense to attack here. Okay, interesting. Let's see what they went for. Tailwind. Alright, well, I'm concerned that I just died a knockoff. I do just die to knockoff. Man, my prep just was not great. This should definitely be Kolba. I'm gonna bring Diancie in because it can take a knockoff. Frankly, I still think I'm gonna Terra Blast the Katana, but I'm worried that my princess will faint. So if I did go for my other version of the play, which was to set Trick Room here and protect the Iron Crown, this was a really good turn. But I didn't do that, and I'm suffering the consequences. Oh, that's challenging. Okay, well the good news is they can only KO one of them, so I'm going to Trick Room and Expanding Force, which means either I get the KO into a Shifu, or I get Trick Room up. Forewarning, this could be a lie if they have a Steel move on Roaring Moon. They could also Terra the Shifu. Oh wait, they already knocked my... I'm so stupid. They already knocked my thing. Okay. GG's, GG's, GG's. Okay. I've been told in another league that you shouldn't say GG when you've lost, or something. So I'm not going to, but like I have lost at this point. Taunt, yeah. Just whatever. Oh, is it banded? Yes, I did forget the Psychic Fangs was boosted by Psychic Terrain, which is a very funny thing. Okay, we just need this Diamond Storm to somehow one-hit KO Victini. Well, I didn't even get the defense boost, so that was just badly played on my end. So I can protect here in service of getting an Ice Fang into Katana. I'm gonna Trick Room. I expect the Katana to attack into this slot. So I guess my play is to protect in service of just removing the protect in service of removing the Victini. This is bad if they make a play that doesn't involve attacking Diancie. My Terra wound up being really bad. Okay, Smart Strike, interesting. Oh, wait, they still had the Urshifu? I didn't realize that. Alright, well, I have to Trick Room this turn, and I'll just go for the Psychic Fangs into Urshifu since I've already revealed it. I don't think I ever beat the, I don't think I ever beat the double up from here, but I don't think I ever beat the Katana from here even. What did you hit with CC that I was like, oh, is that banded? Was it in D? No. Yeah, like that's surely banded. But yeah, like I just didn't have any way to get back from there after the decisions that I had made. You too. Will they lead Katana? So doesn't it feel like a Diancie lead almost always sets Trick Room? So then the question is, what's Diancie supposed to be leading next to? Could be Iron Crown still. I just try the same thing again. Let's just pretend that trying the same thing over and over is good for some reason. Okay, so this is bad if Victini goes for Final Gambit. But I could protect and Terradark Terra Blast the Victini here as if nothing has changed and I have not learned my lesson. What did the Victini click last game? Expanding Force, and then it died? How much did it take from Diamond Storm? It was single target at the time. Like 80%. No, I don't think it's max HP. I could Terra Grass. What I kind of want to do here is just Tachyon Cut of the Roaring Moon and Trick Room. Oh, I meant to click Trick Room. Well, I'm really stupid. I thought I clicked Trick Room. I thought I clicked Trick Room. I am so dumb. Okay. Well, you know, I should have just cancelled out and clicked Trick Room to make sure I clicked Trick Room. What did we see from the Roaring Moon? The other knockoff Dollet? What if I do actually just go for an attack here, which is probably Ice Fang, into Roaring Moon? What if I go for Vicious Rend into Victini instead? Breaking Swipe, that is unfortunate. But it only matters if you can KO, which you can't. The attack drop is definitely annoying. I'm gonna Mystical Fire the Katana and switch in DD. Am I gonna do that? No, I'm gonna Mystical Fire the Katana and Ice Fang the Roaring Moon. I'm getting Breaking Swipe in every game. Every time I'm Breaking Swept in this game. I could Terra Grass. Plays around Sash. And Leaf Blade. Like, it just means if they're Ockerberry or Sash or Assault Vest or Terra, then yeah, I'm fine with the Diancie always. It does mean I'm affected by Breaking Swipe, just theoretically annoying. If I click that Trick Room turn 1, I got to save a lot of HP on this Dracovish. Yeah. Flinch? Oh, that still is a lot. Well, the good news is Diamond Storm Expanding Force. Diamond Storm and Energy Ball the Roaring Moon. Just to avoid missing. What was the Terra on this? Dark? And they haven't Terra'd yet. I mean, just don't miss, right? I think if I don't miss, I should win. Either Diamond Storm does more damage because they Terra, or Diamond Storm does the same damage because they don't Terra. Sorry, or Energy Ball does more damage because they don't Terra. So I think I'm in an alright position. Not necessarily a guaranteed win, but an alright position at least. Especially since I don't think the Urshifu can protect. So I feel like if I don't miss the Katana with Diamond Storm, I probably win. Do I think 2 Energy Balls is enough to KO Urshifu with the Terra? I don't think that I do. So I do think I have to go for the Diamond Storm. Okay, it didn't miss. Oh, that might not be enough. Nope, defense boost. Yay! Oh, also they got the defense drop from going for I made a really bad to play that turn 1. But luckily everything was fine. I mean, it wasn't like a terrible play. It just really was not what I was planning on. What am I thinking instead? Do I ever go for fast mode now? Thinking, oh, they probably aren't going to lead you two. Probably aren't going to lead the other guy. Roaring Moon. Urshifu set is very good into Roaring into Chien-Pao. Is it resists it becomes immune to Psychic Fangs. What am I thinking? How do I like, what does the Chien-Pao lead look like? It could be Pidgeot plus Iron Crown. Could be Indeedee Iron Crown, but I'm all over that. Frankly, I feel like the leads so far have been alright. I could do Pow instead of Iron Crown. And then just have Indeedee and the Tlapwani in the back. Indeedee and Dracovish. Do I feel like Mega Pidgeot dies to be created in one hit? I feel like the answer is yes. Okay, it looks like the answer is maybe no. We didn't see an item from them. What if I do go for Pidgeot? I mean, I wish I had Throat Chop. Sorry, I wish I had Sucker Punch instead of Throat Chop, is what I meant to say. They aren't Scarf on that. Alright, let's go fast mode. Which I think is still Indeedee Iron Crown, funnily enough. Cool. This could be annoying. I kind of want a Tailwind to protect here. If they Thunder Wave my Mega Pidgeot, that's bad. Oh my gosh, if only I was max speed. If I was, instead I'm speed creeping Roaring Moon after I Mega Evolve. If I was exactly max speed. I could go for an Ice Shot Quick Attack double into Thundurus here. I think with Terra Stellar, it's very likely to KO. Obviously not if they Terra. Okay, they went for the Terra here. And they went for Electro Web E-Wave. Yeah, GG. Most likely. Most likely GG. I can still Terra Dark, which is nice. I think I gotta go... I think I have to bring in Indeedee. I go for Terra Dark here. And Terra Blast the Victini. This is really difficult because they do still get the Electro Web speed drop off then. Oh, that Colbert Berry. That's really funny and very strong here. Alright, the good news is Trick Room Protect. They have to push the damage. Oh, great. I feel like that probably mattered. That said, they probably doubled. Yeah, that crit may have mattered, may not have mattered. Either way, Tailwind and Terra Blast again, but I just lose. Yeah. Thing is, my my Trick Room build would have been good into that lead, but they still had like a million Pokemon in the back, so should have just led Trick Room. Should have just led Trick Room. I think I'd still get the KO into Urshifu here, but yeah, not enough to get through Thundurus. I think crit me again. This is not the scope lens, not the scope lens Thund. Not the scope lens Thundurus. Yeah, I shouldn't have gone for the I shouldn't have gone for the prankster play. It's just funny rather than good. If I had just gone for a double attack into Thund that first turn, it would have been much better. Thank you guys all for watching. My opponent hasn't proactively sent me the paste.